And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Cheap Loots, and I want to talk to you guys about pack odds for a second. So look, sometimes in life you find yourself a very unlikely ally. This weekend, the My Team community found their unlikely ally in this gentleman. Look, I'm sure most of you guys are familiar in some capacity with Adin Ross. I, being a 29-year-old man, am not too familiar with his day-to-day activities or his content for the most part. The only time I ever really stumble across him is when he does something stupid, and I see it on either a Son Piker stream or on Twitter. But this weekend, he decided, because he loves gambling, this man is straight up addicted to gambling, I'm almost certain of it at this point, he decided to open $1,000+ worth of VC Flash 1 packs in hopes of getting Derrick Rose. Now, look, a couple things about this right off the bat. A, $1,000 to this man is like the equivalent of a pack of Newports to me. $10. For my money, if we're doing like pound for pound, $10 to me is like $1,000 to this guy. He's very rich. This means nothing. He probably made more money just by putting up the YouTube videos, doing the stream, freaking out, you know, doing the whole thing where he puts the lipstick on right here. It's kind of a whole thing. I don't really know what that's all about. Probably some sort of inside joke that I don't get. Not saying that like young kids are weird. They put on lipstick or something, but I'm sure it's like some sort of like inside joke I just don't know about. But he's not hurting for money. This is not like something that's terrible for him. He's worth a lot of money. But at the same time, it really exposed how bad 2K's pack odds. I mean, any of the larger creators or even any of the smaller creators or anyone who has open packs knows 2K pack odds are some of the worst in the business. That's not completely wrong. Like, especially coming from, I don't know, MLB The Show packs are probably just as bad. I think really all packs in relation to card collecting modes are just as bad. But at least MLB The Show and Madden and stuff like that will put out like choice packs and stuff like that to at least alleviate that pain a little bit from time to time. 2K never does that. They're also very, very bad with their odds as well. Something Adin Ross has decided is something he needs to focus on now. Probably because he hasn't really played this game mode before, at least consistently, so he hasn't really had to open this many packs. But look, it's putting pressure on 2K. Now, here's the thing, is I've seen a lot of people say, oh, no, this is good. This puts all these eyes on 2K's pack odds and stuff like that. And maybe that'll force 2K to address it and boost the pack odds, at least temporarily. I would say no. There's probably not a chance that they do that. And the reason I say that is because we've seen this exact thing happen with larger creators, especially at the beginning of the year in My Team, and the end of the year specifically as well. Now, a lot of people point to the Troyden thing with Invincible Kobe last year and be like, well, he spent, 4.5 million VC to get Invincible Kobe. Well, the difference is he got Invincible Kobe at some point. Adin Ross did not get the card that he wanted. He didn't even get either of the diamond cards, from what I understand. Maybe he got one of them. I'm not sure. I'm not going to sit here and comb through the entire 2-hour stream of him spending this VC for a 10-minute video that probably won't even do well. Doesn't matter. But the thing is, he didn't even get it. And then he went on a long rant about how terrible the packs were. In, you know what? Language I can tell was like real to a certain extent. Basically saying he got scammed out of $1,000, which is absolutely factual. Anybody who spends money on 2K gets scammed in some capacity, whether that be monetarily or through the loss of soul that you receive. Now, like, I haven't really seen any larger celebrities really go that route before, and because there was like 50-60k people watching him, and all these videos are going on YouTube, and they're obviously going bang bang bang, getting a bunch of views and stuff like that, we could potentially see 2K address this. Now, they weren't overtly address this. Address this, like, it's not like they're gonna come out and be like, oh, we're sorry that our pack odds are bad, we're gonna go ahead and change it. No, they won't. And they won't address it directly either, in the sense that, like, you'll go and look at the pack odds and it'll be like 7% for a 92+. No. What they'll do instead, and this is the reason they do this in the first place, is because they have sub 2% for their pack odds, right? For 92+ players. We don't know even what the actual percentage is. And even if you look at the percentage, 2K has it on there in a warning right on the side of the pack odds there, that's a general percentage, meaning essentially that could not even be the right percentage. I'm actually shocked this guy got this video monetized, because this dude drops like, not even kidding, like 67 F-bombs in a 5-minute span. So that's crazy. YouTube comes through and claps my video when I say like one swear word in English. I'm not even bilingual, but I'll still get clapped in America instantaneously. But I guess that's the privilege of being tight. I'm not tight. I am small and not big. Why is this chair on his bed? I was also curious about that. I would suffice that he threw it across the room, which is what I would do probably in his scenario. You know, it does make me feel better that at least my room looks nicer than his. I at least have real curtains that appears to be, those are either velour movie theater curtains or a bed sheet or comforter. I'm not entirely sure. All right, I'm not judging this guy's room. That's besides the point. But what we could see easily happen is 2K address these pack odds in an indirect fashion over the next couple weeks. Now, you notice something. Flash 1 packs aren't there. And the reasoning I've seen from a lot of 2K players is, oh, they're not there because they're flash packs. They go away after a short period of time. Yeah, that's not been the case, though, with flashbacks. They've always been available for a week, so I find it very suspicious that they're gone the day after this starts becoming kind of a big deal. So let's take a look at the pack odds, and we'll go through it there and really see what we're dealing with here. So, one thing 2K has done this year that I personally think it's suspicious, and I don't know how they're doing, or like what the purpose of this is, but it's 2K, so I'm naturally skeptical and I'm suspicious of what they're up to, is the timer for all the packs keeps changing every single day, and it doesn't seem to be having a pattern with it. It'll say that the packs are going away in 4 hours, and then you'll click on it later and it'll say 19 hours, right? That's suspicious. I don't know what that is. But as you can see over on the right there, to the left, we have displayed the approximate probability. So even the negative 2% is not a definite probability. It could be even lower. Well, I mean, it can't technically be lower than negative 2%, but they're basically saying, hey, I know you think it's like less than 2%, so it's probably like 1.8, but it's actually like 0.06. You know what I mean? That's basically what they're doing. And they're raising the price of all packs. And as I'll talk about later, they're also lowering the quick sell value in the way that you can grind MT. Why they're doing this? I mean, it's obvious why they're doing this. They're trying to increase pack revenue because pack revenue hasn't been as high for the last 2 years. Now look, pack revenue is not going to be this high. Microtransaction revenue is going to be lower. And the reason for that, MT sites. Straight up MT sites and your own greed. That's why. That's why pack revenue is lower. That's why microtransaction revenue is lower. Look, you have a sub 2% chance to pull a 92 plus rated player. I know they have some fucking guy in their think tank that's like, yeah, if we lower the odds, you know, people are going to spend more money, because it's not it's a common kind of thought that 5% of the player base basically makes for about 95% of the profit in regards to microtransactions. It's called gambling addiction. Very easy to understand concept. Most people who are watching this video, most people in the game, period, probably get VC here and there, you know, open packs here and there. Mostly they do it with MT, and they only open a couple packs at a time, which is why they like to go watch creators open packs in the first place, to be like, okay, are these packs worth my paltry amount of currency? Not saying that in a negative way, just in general, you know what I mean? I used to be the same way. I'd be like, I have like 30,000 MT, and I'm like, dude, should I open one of these packs? Let me go watch someone open them. And for the most part, that's why I always say it would be in 2K's best interest to boost the odds of creators. Obviously, I firmly believe that they haven't done this in the past, they do it currently. You know what I mean? This year, they don't seem to be boosting the odds to anyone. They seem like super stingy with the odds. But that's kind of the thinking. It's like, oh, yeah, we lower the odds. Those 5% of people will open more packs because they're addicted and they want the players. But that's not really what I think is going on here. Because, I mean, like, look, if I open this pack, I'm going to get nothing. I know that already. It's a sub 2% chance. I got Mark Dagenalt. He honestly looks like he's addicted to gambling. Honestly, he does. Or cocaine. I'm not sure. One of the two. I'll tell your parents I said that. Anyways, I don't think that's necessarily the way to go, though. I really if they really wanted to profit, I think they would profit a lot better and a lot more and with a lot better public relations if they were just lower the amount that VC costs, even by 25%. If it cost $30 per 200K, I think people would be a lot happier. You could keep the odds as terrible as you want because it's significantly cheaper. Look, people would still complain. If you go under anything MLB The Show Twitter post, you'll see a bunch of people in the replies upset about that game, which is easily the most user-friendly card collecting mode in existence. More so than FIFA, more so than Madden, way more so than NBA 2K. You don't have to spend a dime playing MLB The Show. You can make one of the best teams in the game simply by just playing the game. You can't say that about any of the other card collecting modes for the most part. Yes, there's your NMS, no money spent guys who rely on snipes. But you know why you even get snipes? Because people spend money on packs and quick discard everything, on accident for the most part. That's how you get snipes. And 2K will also throw snipes up on the marketplace for people to make YouTube videos. It's not specifically oh, okay, 2K knows this guy is making a YouTube video, let's throw a guy up right now. They'll throw it out there, let people bite on snipes, kind of helps with, everything in general. Look, the fact of the matter is 2K has people that play the market. They have people who will put cards up for auctions that are basically pulled out of thin air. Or they have certain 2K accounts that they'll let draw a bunch of packs with normal odds, and then they'll put all the cards up to beef up the market a little bit and lower the MT cost on certain cards or raise them on certain cards. That's a fact. And all of that is to combine, basically MT sites. That's basically what it is. I was going to say combine, but no, combat MT sites. That's the whole reason they do this stuff. They're significantly smarter and manipulate the game more so than we know for the most part, which is standard. I would expect them to do a lot of the stuff that they do. And for the most part, some of it's not really that bad, but lowering all the discard values for everything, lowering the amount of MT you can get from grinding by introducing the card grading system, making it so you can't quick sell shoes. You actually have to combine them and then you can quick sell them. Adding that extra step, which turns people off from doing it because it was not as easy as it was before. Stuff like that is harming my team in general and harming their own profit margins. So look, as much as I'd like to believe that this Adin Ross situation will lead to 2K boosting the pack odds to save face to the public, I don't think they will. I wish they would, but I don't think they will. Temporarily, maybe for a couple packs, they'll do it, but I really don't believe that they will. But I think it was very telling that they took the flash packs down after only 3 days. But knowing 2K, they like to put a band-aid on things instead of actually fixing it. So they're going to take the flash packs down. They're going to act like just the flash packs were bad. Everything else is good. Next pack will be sub 4%. And that'll basically be how the rest of the year will be. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they decide to really change it. I don't know about you guys, but I don't really have a lot of hope. Let me know in the comments what you think. Are they going to change anything? Is it going to be the same old the entire year? Look, they're introducing a lot of stuff in my team that I really like this year. They're trending in the right direction. If they could just dial back how hungry they were for money, I feel like it would make the game better and it would end up making them more money in the long run. But I don't foresee it happening because I feel like their team just doesn't understand that. It's sad, but it is what it is. I'm going to still play it. Look, the only way they're going to stop and make pack odds better is if the community collectively decides not to spend any money on microtransactions for a week or two, right? That's it. I just don't foresee that happening personally. I really don't see it. There's no way to reach everyone. Even the park guys will still do microtransactions at that point, so it's tough. As always, it's been your boy Cheap Ludes. This video had no point, but here I am anyway. Peace out, guys.